Amara lived in a small, secluded village, nestled amidst lush green hills and shimmering streams. Life in the village was simple, its people hardworking and kind, yet one person stood out among them all, Amara. Her beauty was the kind that made people stop and stare. With long, flowing hair that danced in the wind and eyes that sparkled like stars on a clear night, Amara was mesmerizing. But her beauty was not the only thing that drew people in. It was the warmth she carried. Her presence felt like a comforting hug, even on the coldest days. Amara owned a small bakery at the heart of the village, where every morning the air was filled with the sweet aroma of her freshly baked honey cakes. These were no ordinary cakes. They were soft, golden treats that melted in your mouth and left you longing for more. The secret to their magic lay in a recipe passed down from her grandmother. Amara's grandmother had always said, "These cakes are made with love, patience, and a touch of magic. They can heal a broken heart and brighten a dull day." Amara took those words to heart, infusing every cake with care and love. The entire village quickly fell in love with Amara's cakes and with Amara herself. Men from all walks of life frequented her bakery each morning. The young farmer, his hands calloused from work in the fields. The blacksmith, his face smudged with soot. Even the shy schoolteacher, who rarely spoke, all came, each hoping for a moment of her attention. Some came with excuses. "I need cakes for my family," one bachelor would say. Others were more direct. "Amara, you're the most beautiful woman in the village. Will you go for a walk with me?" Despite the attention, Amara remained kind but distant. She would smile politely, thank them for their words, and change the subject. The villagers speculated about her aloofness. "She must be waiting for someone special," the women whispered. "Maybe she's already in love," the men theorized. But Amara kept her thoughts to herself. In truth, she harbored a secret. The real magic in her cakes wasn't just the recipe, it was her heart. Her grandmother had once told her, "The recipe is important, but it's your love and soul that make them special." One day, a stranger arrived in the village. Elias, an older man with a weathered face and wise eyes, introduced himself as a wanderer who had traveled far and wide. Intrigued by tales of Amara's cakes, Elias visited her bakery. Unlike the other men, he didn't bring flowers or make grand gestures. Instead, he quietly observed from a corner. When the bakery emptied, he approached her and said, "Amara, you have a gift." Used to compliments, Amara smiled and offered him a cake, but Elias shook his head. "I didn't come for the cakes. I came to see the person who makes them." His words caught her off guard. "You pour your heart into your work," he continued, "but who gives to you?" The question lingered in her mind. She realized she had spent so much of her life giving to others that she had never considered her own needs. Elias became a regular visitor, listening to Amara's stories, dreams, and fears. For the first time, she felt truly understood. He encouraged her to think about her happiness. "You have so much to give, but don't forget to leave something for yourself," he said. Slowly, Amara began to make changes. She started closing the bakery earlier, giving herself time to rest and rekindle old passions, like painting. The villagers noticed the changes and respected her decision. Meanwhile, Elias revealed his own story. He had once been a baker too, but had burned out trying to meet everyone's expectations. "I see myself in you," he confessed. "That's why I came here to remind you not to lose yourself." When Elias eventually moved on, he left Amara a notebook filled with his own recipes. "Use these to create something entirely your own," he told her. Though she would miss him, Amara felt stronger and ready to embrace her journey. Amara's bakery remained the heart of the village, but it became more than a place for cakes, it was a space for connection and dreams. And Amara found joy not only in giving to others, but also in giving to herself. For sometimes the sweetest things in life aren't just what you taste, they're what you feel.